A quick reminder. Some of you will have this tank, some of you don't have this tank. But if you have this tank, just bear with us for just a minute. This is the Panzer 38H. This tank is available for free. I'm going to show you quickly how to get it if you don't have it. Because I used this tank in this video and you need it. And after you see this video, you'll understand why you need it. It's totally free, no catch, no sign up, no gobbledygook. All right? This is from a 2-pack of World of Warships Legends and World of Tanks. And the World of Warships Legends is the black package Joint Forces. In the pictures here, you see the Panzer 38H. So we're going to back out here. And there it is. This is the black one. This is the one you want, Joint Forces. Now, there's another one that's blue, different than this, which comes with a T2 Lite. On PlayStation, you can only get one of those 2 packages, the black or the blue. The black one has the 38H. The picture of the 38H is in the description like you see here. So that's what you want. Go there to get it. Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. This is the Name Your Price operation, and I want to address this singularly and separately from everything else. So the thing is, I'm going to explain this to you real quick. And, I was just in a party with some of my friends, and they're like, "What are you choosing, Duke? What are you choosing?" I said, "Okay, look, depends on what you need." Now, for most people, I would recommend Commander or Silver. Some cases, if you're running a long tech tree or you're going to be running a sequence of tech tree tanks, that could be a problem. The Tank XP could be useful. But for most people, that's not really the case. But for myself, I am running the Cold War Chieftain Mark 11, and which also works for the VK-75 contract. I'm also playing my Soviet Tier 8 artillery, but that's a back burner project that's literally been back burner for like over 6 years. I play some here, I play some there. I haven't touched it for probably over a month, ballpark. Sometimes I've gone years without playing that, series. Anyway, so I thought, I was thinking about XP. I'm like, nah, my gut reaction has always been either Silver or Commander, depending on what you need. Now, because of the Silver with interest that we had, I made a fortune, and I'm still way good on that. So I'm going to go myself with Commander. But it just depends what it is you need. If you're ultra short on Silver, on my free account, I'm ultra short on Silver, so that one's doing Silver. On this one, I figure I'm going to do Commander because I have some high-ranking commanders that need to be beefed up. And I got a bunch of other, I probably have 100 or close to it, 5 skilled commanders. That's a lot. So it's one of those things. So myself, I am going to choose Commander. So here we are. Confirm this choice to get Commander XP multipliers as rewards for Name Your Price. Once you choose Commander XP, you will not be able to change your pick or back out of the event. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm a Commander experience guy. So there you go. Now you have to fulfill the tasks to gain one or more. And those tasks are, deal 1,000 damage. Number 1. Number 2, assist in 300 damage. And number 3, damage 3 different enemy vehicles and win the match. So now it should not take a super genius to figure this out. You don't have to be Wile E. Coyote super genius. No, you don't have to be him. To see that I'm going to run this dude with commander bonus tanks like Astron Rex or 38H, which is the best commander tank of all. I also have Eradicator. I have the Vengeance is another good one. And I have the Demolisher. I have other minor ones, but, you know, why waste your time with the 20% or 30% of the King Dragon? If you have a 50% or higher, and 50% is Holland Hund, Vengeance, Astron Rex, 38H, and if something else is out there, I don't remember it, but it doesn't matter. 50% is where you want to be minimum. If you got 75% Demolisher, Earthshaker, or Eradicator, go with those as well. But go with the tanks you can score in. Man, I can score in the 38H like nobody's business. I can score 1,000, not every game, but close. And that's the thing. There's nothing better than a 38H. Now, the only thing bad about 38H is that you're not going to get long haul credit. Well, that's just too bad. I don't care. It's the commander points that are going to be through the roof nastily. And I will come back and add a game or two so you can see what it's like firsthand now that I've done this. Okay, this is my Nazi Zombie 3-star commander. What you've seen is the result of the games I've played. The 4 games you're going to see shows me bringing this guy up to where you see him. Now, I start the first game with a ×8 commander booster. I'm going to go right here. That's what I used, is one of these. You'll see on the vertical box on the right, at the very bottom is a blue ×8 booster. So we used that, and I came back to the garage, took it off like this. So this is how you get the booster engaged. Now, I used it. You'll see these other tanks have the red stripe in the boxes, the rectangles. The 38H, the first win, which was the first game that I played, was a win. That one consumed the red stripe, and that bonus is gone. So when the bonus is gone, I take off my boosters, and I'll use it the next day for that first win of the day bonus. If you lose 2 or 3 matches, just keep going. When you get the win, then take it off. So now I'm going to show you 4 games of commander boosting so you can see how it goes with the 38H. Welcome to the mines for game 1. All right, so on this one was a 3-man on each side plus 4 robots. I have a Steadfast, myself, 38H, and M2 Light. Other team has Steadfast, 38H like myself, and a T1 E6 X1. Now this E6 X1 is like the M2 Light, but it's way better. So this other team has a distinct advantage in the matchmaking. The E6 is better than the M2 Light. Well, that's head-to-head. So the key thing is I need to be able to do as much damage as possible to that E6 so that the M2 Light, if he has to face him, doesn't have to face him by himself from scratch, because the E6 will eat him alive. The M2 Light is not very good. It's serviceable, but it's not good. The E6 is an ultimate predator tank like the 38H. It's one of the top tier 2 tanks there is. So me, I'm trying to get the shot lined up on this guy where he can't really see me that well. Now it's on. So he's already facing the panic of being drilled by premium rounds. It takes the fight out of him quite quickly. And he's dead. So now I have to fight this jerkweed. And I did good damage to him. But I took damage from the 38H and I took damage from that guy as well. And those guys weren't paying attention. He's taken over half of his damage. So he's about 40%. So now the M2 Light will have a chance. So I barely hit him, so 75 hit points left. Now where's the M2 Light? The M2 Light. Now he was jacking around here like a doofus. He should have been helping me with this E6. This is what happens when you have people on your team that don't have a clue and don't have a headset, so you can't explain to them what they're doing or what they need to do. It's a miracle that he just paid attention. Sad but true. But I gave him the gift that he's never had before. 75 hit points left on an E6. Because his M2 Light is just not anywhere close to being as good. Now, he has the advantage at that range. The E6 was not shooting at the right range. He needed to get behind cover or close the distance. He did neither. He got destroyed. So that's his problem. So now we have the advantage. Because both of the steadfasts are gone. And they're, lower grade, but their guns are vicious. So we're quite lucky that this guy paid attention enough to get the kill. That basically he's never killed an E6 on his own because he basically can't do it. It's just almost impossible. If that guy is good and that guy was actually good. I mean, I was correct when I told you it would hinge on what kind of damage I could do really to the 38H and the E6. Because those are two top-notch tanks, and I was able to kill one and almost kill the other. And that's what kind of performance we had to have a shot at this game. The two steadfasts essentially canceled each other out. And it became myself and this M2 Light essentially winning the battle between the 38H and the E6. And like I said, they had the advantage with the tanks. Their two tanks were superior than our two tanks because the E6 is just way better than the M2 Light. Unless you can damage him. And that's the key. You gotta know how to win. You'll hear this many times from me. You got to know the scenario that is winning for you. And I knew what that scenario was, and I gave this guy that scenario, which, I was lucky to be able to do that. And then we were also lucky as a team that he was able to cash it in, because not everybody can cash. And this is very smart because he's going to crush this guy from above. And that guy below him cannot even shoot back. So this is a really tough game. 3-2, got an advantage. Turn, get this guy. just missed him. One guy left. Now watch this. It's not a guaranteed crush. It takes skill to crush these guys. You go to sleep, you're gonna die. You can never take it for granted. As the great Yogi Berra once said, it's never over until it's over. So our guy's in the base capturing. Better be careful, son. And you're dead. Gotta be careful, man. Lucky for us, we got it. 2 robots versus 1 robot, and we lucked out and got a win, because you never know what's going to happen when robots go versus robots. Weird stuff, man. Weird stuff. Alright, end of game screen. Huge win. I had an 8 times commander booster on the line. Unfortunately, I didn't have a great game. I mean, I did have a contextually great game because I was able to kill one of the top 2 guys and took over half the life of the second top 2 guys on their team. So, in the context of winning, I was great. In the context of just how many did you kill and how much damage did you do, 1 kill and 530 damage wasn't very good from a numerical standpoint, but it was crucial in the winning of the game because we were facing 2 vicious tier 2 tanks with only 1 vicious one in return, which was mine. So we were completely outgunned. So that was fantastic. Medals didn't get jack. Did more damage than my hit points. That's all it is. So let's go to the next game. Welcome to the Abbey for game 2. Oh man, I'm telling you, this was an awesome game. This is the game that you wish the ×8 booster was on with the special bonus of the day, Red Stripe. But that wasn't the case. You just play with what you play. So I do the first one. First one of the day gets the bonus. When it's gone, take the bonus off, and whatever else happens, happens normal. But man, this is a good one. You're going to see something you just don't normally see, because this 38H is not very fast. You know, 32, 33 on flat ground. So I hope you're ready for a butt kicker, because this one is a butt kicker. That's a crusher. That is a steadfast. He doesn't have the wherewithal to be able to kill me. My armor is too strong at this range. So he just, shoots a lot of bullets and does nothing to me. But against lesser tank armors, that gun will carve you like a turkey. Now this guy's toast. Sayonara. This guy was able to... He knew that I'm his doom. And so he kept away from me and ran. Very smart. Now, coming up here is a key decision. And that was, I see these guys are moving down River Road. And my base is near the top, as you can see. So I decided to head back to the base to defend the base. There's 3 guys headed to my base and no defenders. You never know who's going to do what. So I'm going to play defensively and defend the base. And it may cost me points to do so, which is why you'll normally see guys take off and go hunt guys down and just let bases drop dead if that's what happens. Because they're constantly in love with doing damage. It's as if they're unaware that you get points bonus for winning. I was trying to get that Valentine disappeared, and I don't know where he went. So I'm headed back to defend the base first. And I see those 2 jerks off to the right. But I was looking for the Valentine. And that guy just somehow disappeared. I have no idea where he went. But it's okay. I'm going to stop these guys over there at River Road at the entrance to my base area on the right. It's on. You know, take care of your business first. The base was in danger. I spotted that in advance with my spidey senses. And so I moved to defend that base. I didn't wait for an alarm for guys in my base. I'm slower than dirt. In the 38H, you have to be able to anticipate what the probable moves of the enemy will be because you are slower than dirt. And because I anticipated it, now I got 1 defender back there, plus I got 1 guy that might attack the base. He's on the hill right up about a couple hundred yards from me. He's on the top of that mound, and that's the E6. So I don't know what he's going to do. But I'm going to go kill these guys. I mean, I've done everything within reason. Now, I didn't know this at the time, but there's like 4 or 5 guys over here. That's okay, I've got them. They're facing me one at a time. They cannot get double teaming shots on me, which is key. So this is the engagement process. And my engagement process here is terrific. I'm engaging 1 guy at a time for the most part. And the other guys can't really shoot me very well. Crush. There's 3 more you see there that are still alive. And those guys, you know, bounce into each other, bump their shots offline. Yeah, that's good for me. Crush him. He's dead, Jim. Now that one, I think, yeah, I go. He's dead, Jim. Another Type B. So long, chump. Another one bites the dust. So I crushed all those guys by superior engagement. And a 38H has very good armor for tier 2, which is why it's so tough. So now this game was close, and now it's no longer close because I just ran roughshod over the guys at River Road. There's the Steadfast again. Guy's a real annoyance. Like I said, man, it would have been awesome if I'd have had this game with the ×8 booster, but oh well, tomorrow is another day. You just go with what you get, and you get what you get, and come back tomorrow, because tomorrow's another day. You got another shot to do whatever you're going to do. My record in the 38H is around 87,000 experience in one game with the booster and a monster game performance like this one. So we'll see what happens. That was outstanding. I couldn't have asked for a better game to show you the value of the 38H. 1,500 damage with 5 kills. And here's the end of game screen. Now you'll notice I lose silver on here because I use straight premiums. Because I have plenty of silver, I don't worry about it. I can replace silver in Cold War, no problem. So you see 16,000 commander points. No bonus. Oh well. Well, you know, no card bonus. Boosters. 5 kills, like I said, 1,500 damage, 92 assists. Now, it would have been better if I could have gotten the 300 assists. I'd have gotten a bonus from this, you know, from the operation that's running. That didn't happen. You know, let's go look at the medals. Cool-headed, that's a good one. Steel Wall is awesome, blocking him at least 1,000 damage in a tier 2. Think about it. Killed 5 guys for the fighter. Shell-proof. You know, more block damage than your hit points. Yeah, check. High caliber did the most damage. Duelist killed 2 guys that damaged me and shot more damage than my hit points. Plus a first class badge, which is good. Welcome to the mines for game 3. Here, this is myself and 6 robots. I'm a 38H. This guy's a T2 medium. This is a relatively easy battle for me. I know I can beat his tank quite easily, so I'm just going to go make as quick of a work of this guy as I can. So this one, I'm just heading straight forward because Italian M14, T2 medium, Type B, VZ35, H35, H35, R35, no troubles. As long as I don't have like a 3-on-1, I'm okay. Toughest gun of the bunch, probably the Italian M14. R35 and H35 are a pain because they're precursors to this tank. They have strong armor. Got him. Now we switch. There's the VZ35. And then there's my human rival. These guys pounded on my tracks. I have a turret too, it doesn't matter. I don't have to turn the body. I can turn the turret and crush you. They have chewed me up somewhat, but he's toast. And you're about to be toast too, baby. Gone. So I've killed 3 of them. Sometimes you catch a relatively easy match. Sometimes you catch a relatively difficult. I was lucky at the difficult one that we won. Work on your skills, work on your tactics. You've got to be able to cash when you have the advantage once you get it. In that way, this game is a lot like chess. Chess is played where you get an advantage, you have to cash it. Doesn't do any good to get the advantage if you can't cash it. Now there's a guy way over there in E2. And another one that was also in that area about Charlie 2, if I remember correctly. Problem is, I'm not really fast. But we're going to take a shot, see if we can do some extra damage to catch, some extra points. In these games, we have this game completely in crushing control. So you can go or I can go, an advanced player can go and try to kill the rest of the guys instead of, if you're heavily damaged, more than this. You have to look at it on a case-by-case basis. Take the win. The smart move is to always just take that win. I'm making this for a video trying to get extra points, so don't do what I'm doing. What I'm doing is, that was the guy. Yeah, it was a Charlie 2. I got one shot. I missed the shot, actually. I didn't miss it. Their gun missed. It shot high into the dirt. Like, whatever, dude. Take the win. But for video purposes and point scoring, I gambled. My guys had the base covered. Didn't really matter. This is the end of game screen. I killed 3 guys, 1100 damage. Missed out on the 300 assist damage, but that's okay. Got 12,000 commander points. And again, I lost 30,000 silver. I don't care. Let's look at the medals. A monster stash. Cool-headed. Survive at least 10 ricochets and non-penetrations in a row. Jackpot. Hand of God. Take damage from 4 guys and survive. Shell proof. Blocked shots is more than your armor. Check. Fire for effect. Do more damage than your hit points. Check. Bruiser. Knockout. Crew or modules. High caliber did the most damage. Steel wall. Receive potential damage of at least 1,000 hit points and survive. And take at least 11 hits. So steel wall is kind of tough to get. Especially in a tier 2. Except if it's a 38H against other tier 2s. Duelist. Damage 2 guys that... kill 2 guys that damaged you. And a 3rd class badge, which wasn't bad. Welcome to the mines for Game 4. Alright, what do we have here? Again, this is 6 robots and me. 38H for me. Enemy team 6 robots, and that guy has a TKS 20. That was from the 4-pack that was in the store. If you remember, it was the Too Good to Miss group. We had 4 tanks, the TKS, the 38H, the T2 Light, and what was the other one? Tetrarch. TKS has a pretty powerful gun, so you gotta be careful. Objectively, as long as I don't get surprised, I can outgun this guy. But his gun is powerful and he can kill me. So you gotta be careful. What a shocker, right? But he's got to know the exact spot to hit me. And good luck with that. M2, no problem. Right, that's him. Oh, I got helpers shooting at this guy. So long, chump. He's dead, Jim. Starvin' Marvin. And an H-35. And this guy's trying to beat up on me. H-35 is on fire. Boom, he's dead. R-35. They're tough, man. Those 35s, like I said, they're precursors to this tank. Starvin' Marvin. Keeping movement so that they're a little harder to hit. Not much, but you know, every little bit helps. Forget about it. So I'm getting in the base. I'm driving through the base actually to get those tanks to recognize their base was under capture right now. So they're going to want to come back if they can, and if my guys don't just eat it alive, they're going to eat it alive. I'll never get there. But, you know, might get lucky. But they have this 35 seconds. I'm not fast enough. I'm just not fast enough to get there. And my gas is expired, so it's now recharging. So, well, it just looks scenic rather than just sit there at the base. So one of the things you'll notice in all these games is that the decision making is critical. Yeah, another one. I got it. The 3-kill match, over 1,000 damage. Once again, I missed out on the 300 assist, but hey, I can live with it. You know, 11,000 commander points and another minus 30,000 silver. It doesn't matter. I make all that money back when I run my artillery commander building games, which I will do later. So I'm not really worried about it. But the commander points I have made over these 4 games was tremendous. And I'm within striking distance of the first game tomorrow is probably going to be enough to get the next skill. And that's what the whole point of this commander experience choice, name your price, is to get commander skills on high level commanders. As you can see, this guy is a very high level commander. 6 skills, 7th skill is imminent. Sometime early tomorrow, this will happen. And I'll have a video of that concluding what we've done today. But I wanted to give you a good example, something to look at and to be able to study repeatedly to look and learn how to do this and to maximize your ability in scoring commander points under different circumstances, 7 versus 7 or 15 versus 15. Because the key thing about the 38H, this decision making of where you go is really important because you're slow. You gotta make the right decision, otherwise you could be paying with a long trip. Like when I was on the Abbey. But that one, you make the best decisions you can make at the time you're making them. Don't try to be perfect. Don't worry about being perfect. Just look at what you got, make the best choices based upon the info you have, and go with it. Don't worry about it. I don't make perfect decisions. It's not possible. But I'm really close. So it makes it look a little more impressive. But just do the best you can. Do I save the base? I anticipated a big time base attack. They really didn't do that. But it's better to anticipate it and be there when it's needed than to go, they're not going to do it, and then they swarm. So you can't cover everything. You're slow. Make your decision and live with it. And hopefully I gave you, a lot of helpful tips to how to make those decisions. So it would be really great if you could leave a like for this video. Help spread the word. Because if people see what's going on, they're going to watch more videos. And then maybe you want to consider subscribing. Because it is available today for the low price of absolutely free. Just like that free Panzer 38H in case you don't have it. Please tell your friends if you would. Because that would give them a chance to like and possibly subscribe as well. So I got plenty more to do. I'm going to get this out as soon as I can. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.